Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, students and teachers. It is a true honor to be standing here today, sharing my story with you. But this isn't just a story about me, though. It's about something much larger, the ripple effect that a single book had on my life and how it challenged my view of the world and informed me of countless selfless acts going on. I want to take you on a journey, but one that is also personal. So, before we dive in, let me ask you something. Have you ever had an experience that made you stop and think? Something that made you reflect over your life or question what you believed in? Hello, my name is Hafsa, and a while ago, I experienced just that. This happened through a book that became a turning point for me. This book made me pause, rethink everything I thought I knew about this world. It made me realize that there are so many things happening around me, around all of us, that I had no idea about. You see, my parents have always emphasized the importance of thinking beyond the surface, of understanding the world on a wider wavelength, which is also implemented here in the school through areas such as critical thinking. And what this book did for me was exactly that. It opened my eyes to the much bigger picture. But what makes this book even more personal to me was it was about something I had already been involved with: environmental activism. To give you a little more context, let me share a bit of my background. In my previous school, I was appointed head of the Eco Council and task ambassador. Both were very high positions in my school, so I took them very seriously and worked to the best of my abilities. My school had a strong focus on sustainability and promoting youth, so I proudly wore both my badges. I worked hard. I gave speeches at important events, including COP28, and collaborated with various organizations to promote awareness. But even with all of these efforts, something just didn't feel enough. And then I found the book, Saving the Last Rhinos. This book led me on a journey far deeper than I expected, a journey into what is now called the Eco Wars. Let me explain. For the past 30 years, poaching has been on the rise. But this isn't just about illegal hunting for sport or for profit. It's a full fledged battle between armed poachers and conservationists, sometimes even involving military forces. The stakes are high and the violence is real, and the lives lost aren't just animals, but people too. The book spoke of personal stories of people who are risking everything to fight this battle. Saving the Last Rhinos is about those who, despite the dangers and the odds, are trying to save these incredible creatures from extinction. Now, I have to admit, when I first read this, I was overwhelmed. I had no idea how far this issue really ran. I didn't know that rhinos are being killed at such an alarming rate. But at the same time, I found myself deeply moved. But what really inspired me were the people who refused to give up, even when the battle seemed impossible. One person who stood out to me in this book was Trang Nguyen, a 17-year-old activist from Vietnam. She was already named one of the top 50 most influential young people in the country and was the founder of Wild Act Vietnam, an organization that was crucial in fighting poaching in Asia. Now, Trang wasn't just someone who talked about the issues. She took real action. She led groundbreaking projects such as Rhino Art, where children were given a voice in the fight for rhinos by creating art to spread awareness. Now, her story stuck with me. Her story stuck with me. Trang was making waves. She was making huge waves of change. It made me realize you don't have to wait until you're an adult to make a difference. You can start right now, wherever you are. This brings me to another point. This brings me to another point: the power of literature. Literature is in the form of books, articles, or even a conversation. It's an arch to understanding different perspectives, cultures, and ideas. Think of famous classics such as Black Beauty, inspiring kindness, compassion, and humane treatment of animals, or The Diary of a Young Girl, inspiring resilience, power, and the resilience, hope, and the power of words. The stories we read, the knowledge we gain, shapes who we are and what we choose to do with our lives. And when literature meets the right audience, it can inspire action, and they will always find ways to spread knowledge for the better. And that's what I want to leave with you today, the idea of creating a ripple effect. We all have the power to create ripples of change. The ripple effect is a theme that focuses on the idea that action creates a chain reaction that can transform communities, industries, or even the world. We all have the power to create ripples of change, whether it's through having a conversation, speaking up on something that matters to you, or sharing a book. Whatever cause you stand for, be it environmental conservation, social justice, anything else, make sure you pass that knowledge on to others. And when you do, that knowledge will spread, and those ripples will turn into waves. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. I hope that something I've said will inspire you to go out and create your own ripples of change. Have a wonderful day.